Welcome back to another episode of D the Garage. You're here on my part 2 of when everything goes wrong doing a trans service on your Jeep. Now, I have come across different problems on this video. 1 being cross-threaded bolts on the trans pan, 2 the trans pan not fitting properly when I first try to get it in, and 3 that my trans lines are meant for a Cherokee, not a Grand Cherokee, so I had to cut to make them fit. So come along for the ride and let's have some fun. Alrighty, folk. We are back on day 2 of my trans service on this AW4 and replacement of my trans lines. As you can see how glorious they are right here. I got 3 10mm bolts right here, and we'll pop them off. And that's nice and easy. So you just take these 3 bolts out, pop the filter down. Keep the bolts clean too, because you don't want to get junk on them, as I have junk everywhere in this truck right now underneath it. Well, I don't know if you saw that, but I missed 4. There's one guy over here, and I found a bunch of extra trans fluid come out. So there are 4 bolts to this baby. I apologize for that. When I looked at everything, it looked like it was only 2 in the beginning, then I found the 3rd, and then I found the 4th. But, so, to service the AW4, you've got 4 bolts to take off the pan. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And actually, you can see there's some stuff on the filter, and I'm sure if I click, and it's got some weight to her, so I'm assuming it's actually got some gunk in her, which is going to help me out when I get this thing all pretty and beautified. So let's get the new one out, make sure it looks all the same. All right, as you can see, the new one is quite the same. And you just kind of put it right back up where it was. And you can see I got the nice new gas filter right there. And there we go. Alright, folks. As you can see, I just put the new filter on. If you can't tell, I'll show you how you can tell in a second. But I had 4 10mm bolts that I had to take out. It was not a problem at all. All at the bottom, very easy to do. And tightening them, you're just going to go slowly on each one until you get them all snug. Spin the ones you can spin up. So, new trans filter is in. Here is the old. And you can see my filter element is right here. It's actually not too bad, but you can see that one's got a lot less gunk in it. So I'm happy we did this. You also see that I've got this kind of film on the filter, and I'm happy I'm doing this. It should clean things up a little bit. There wasn't a lot of junk per se on the actual trans pan, as I showed you before. So I feel good about that, but it seems like there's some stuff on it. I mean, this thing has been beaten and abused. So, yeah, here she blows. All right, let's get the fittings back on for the trans line. And scrape all our gasket off. Alrighty, folk. Let's put the trans fittings back on. Well, you really can only see one with the camera angles we have going on here, but I'll let you see that. So I put my 7/8 wrench up here before I take it out, and we're just screwing her back in, nice and tight like, and bada bing, bada boom. She is ready to get a new trans line on. And the other one's down here. My 7/8 wrench. That one's tight. Let's get check the other one again. I think I have to trust my wrench. I can't get the socket in there. All right, so I'll undo these trans lines right there and cut the new ones to fit. Okay, guys. Before I actually put the trans lines in, I want to clean all my gasket up. So, like I said before, you just get razor blades and you scrape all this R2V off. And then you shoot it down with some brake clean. When you're all done, make sure there's no oils on it. It's all dry. So it should look clean, kind of like that. See, that's pretty much how you want it to look when you're all done. Nice, clean, smooth surface. No more old RTVs to get a clean mating surface. Okay, now I'm going to go finish this up, clean that surface, and get the trans lines cut and put on. Cool. Alrighty, folk. See, I've got the back line out. I ended up cutting the rubber just because, well, it was just easier in the end. So we're going to get the new line, figure out which one this is. Alright. So it is, I think, this guy. Alright, so let's just see. This is the last join, I think. We're going to start off by cutting here. I think I don't need that much. I really don't think I do. But we're going to just cut off some so I don't have to deal with it. And the way I'm going to do that is just a little pipe cutter. I'm sure you guys use this before. So I'm going to do that. Got her. Now the reason why I use the pipe cutter is it makes pretty much no filings. I don't have to worry about getting in my trans. So I'm going to go down below and see if I cut enough. Alright, first line's in. Doing the second one now. Alrighty, folks. Well, I've got almost everything I need done on the trans lines. I'm going to show you the end result at the end. But we're going to RTV the pan now. You want to put a nice thin bead on the whole pan, not to get anything on the inside. Okay. Spread it out, make sure it's nice and even, no thin spots. Now, you might see I have a cork gasket to the left of me. I do not like using the cork gaskets, especially in trans pans. I'd much rather use some RTV. High temp red is what you want. We're going to let that sit for a minute or two. But when you do this, you're going to want to start in opposite corners tightening bolts. So you're going to start here, then there, then there, then there, and then kind of keep that same pattern. So here, then there, then there, then there, until it seats down evenly. Because the goal is also not to warp the pan. But shouldn't be too bad when we get under there. So we're going to let that tack up. I'm going to get you guys in place. And we'll go from there. Alright. Underneath now. And I gotta thank good old Dano. You can see this. The bolts were all cleaned. And like brand new polished. So we're gonna slowly slide this baby up. You can see the dipsticks here. And get her all lined up in place. And you're gonna slowly hand feed a couple bolts to make sure you don't strip. Take your time here, guys. This is where you're in no rush to do anything. So, alright, I refixed the dipstick tube, I think. Oh gosh, it's so hard to tell where everything's supposed to go up here. Alright, alright. Alright, I think we're good. I'm not sure, it's got some, I think we're okay. Let's see if we can get one bolt started here. Having the dipstick tube on is making this 10 times harder. I gotta say so right now. Freaking A. Everything's going wrong every time I touch this stupid Jeep. I guarantee this is not going to seal right now. Yay. I don't remember it being this hard when I took it off. And typically, if you're struggling with something, it's wrong. Yeah, this is going to be foobard. Oh! Foobard. Everything's going wrong. Just everything. Luckily, I have some tack time on the RTV. If this doesn't leak, it's going to be a freaking miracle. Oh, that's it. Alright, I'm just getting this one started here. keep tension on it all. All right, whew. Hopefully there's RGV in where it needs to be right now. But I can tell you one thing, it's all over the pan and all over freaking me right now. All right, I want to start. And this guy. I'm fully anticipating this just not working out for me, and I'll have to redo all this. So why I'm doing 2 bolts on this side, doing opposite what I said, because everything's going wrong when I'm doing this project, is because I can't seem to figure out if I have the bolts lined up over there. I don't like the feeling that, so we're going to take that one, just let it hold tension up, and see what's going on over here. The Barney beat me up pretty good. I have the pan on. I think one corner is going to leak. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm going to let the RTV dry. Hopefully the bolts hold. I think I might have cross-threaded some. I don't know. Everything went wrong on this project. And I hope at least you entertained you. Do not do what I do. I don't know. This was just a big struggle. There's RTV everywhere on my new tripod and everything. So I'm going to see how the rest of the night goes. I'm going to let it sit for about a half hour and dry up. I think that's how long it says to sit. It's let dry for 1 hour, then tighten to work to spec. That's what about I did. Fully cure before 24 hours of fluids is service. I'm not letting it 24 hours. I'm going to give it about a half hour, 45 minutes. Put fluid in and see if it leaks, because I need to know this before, I don't know, I go crazy. Well, I told you I did everything wrong on this project, and that's some burning up transmission fluid that I dumped all over the place before. Alright, let's take a shot underneath and make sure nothing's really leaking. I know you can't hear me. So there's the new trans pan, all dry. And line number 1 there. Line number 2 here. Look at that exhaust. Just smoking. Checking for leaks again. You can see the tran line there. The other one there, no leaks. Bloody buck you. I can't believe that worked. Alrighty, folks. Well, it looks like I pulled off a miracle. That's it. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.